Welcome to WQXR Radio in the Morning with Josh. Your morning traffic will be, pretty clear with it. Morning, guys. I feel like I sound like that dude from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller? How you guys doing? I'm trying out Casey Neistat's schedule. So he wakes up at 4:45, does work from 5 to 7, makes breakfast from 7 to 8, and then from 8 to 10 he does a run, and then from 10 to 6 he works, and from 6 to 10 he hangs out with his family, and then from 10 to 11 he lifts weights at the gym. I'm probably going to do a little bit modified, but this kind of same regimen. Malik, Bitcoin, Lender Craze, what's up? How you guys doing? You guys having a good morning? Another morning, another stream. I'm gonna get up in the mornings too. Who is Casey? Just what? Really? You don't know? He's just he's a vlogger. I would say famous vlogger, I guess. Your pee good? All right, that's good. I should probably put this in the Discord. Work on a presentation for the wife. Oh, nice. Post this to Discord real quick. Jake, where do you work? Are you working at home? I forget. Another morning of almost falling asleep. Sounds like you need some more sleep, man. That doesn't sound... Is this your full-time job? YouTube is not my full-time job, but I treat it like it is. I have multiple things that I work on, but YouTube is the main thing that I enjoy doing, yeah. I don't know, it's fun. Like, wake up every morning, hang out with a girlfriend for a little bit, come to a live stream, go work out, come home, teach some students, and then work on other stuff throughout the day. You work with dogs, code on the side. If you guys got video ideas, by the way, feel free to drop those. We're pretty close to 30,000. It's just been difficult to get over that little hump. Do you own a business? I teach code. I own my own business, but it's not like a brick and mortar retail store, right? I have an LLC. I made a video on that the other day, but it's not like I have my own business, because the money that you get from YouTube, if it goes to you as a contractor, you gotta have it go somewhere. Do you own a business? What do you do? Is this your full time? I think it's where's the one pothead? He's usually always here. I think he doesn't do anything else. He just watches YouTube all day. Do you work out? Yeah, every day. 5 days a week I work out. Take 2 days off on the weekends to rest up, work out. So, I don't know, in about 30 minutes, I gotta go do back day, deadlift, wear a mint. What's up, man? Josh, do you work out? Other Josh? I have my own workout supplements. I love working out. Jonathan, you're here. Welcome aboard. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, he's here. He's always here. He's just on his different account. Zach, I saw your comment. You said that you should leave your phone number, but I've never ever had anyone call me. Well, only once someone has called me out of the blue, and it was weird because I thought it was a scam. I don't ever answer my phone if I don't know the number. Normally HR shoots me a message. They're like, hey, would you like to schedule a call? Yep, every time. I've never had anyone just call me out of the blue besides the once, because I wouldn't answer it. I would just assume it's, some scammer calling me. We are, I think, like 367 subs from 30,000. Oof, getting pretty close. I don't really have any plans though. You're trying out the schedule too. 4:45 to 6 is now code and work. Craig, what's up, dude? Ronald, love the content. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You're gymming from 4:45 to 6. I mean, if you wake up at 4:45, I imagine it's kind of difficult, yeah? What's my gym split routine? Are you in bulking season? I mean, so I'm a natural lifter. It's hard to have a bulking and cutting season, really. I just lift for strength, and then I rock climb. I've kind of stopped basing gains off of pounds. It's more about how I feel and, you know, if I could climb the same problem on the rock wall the day before or not. Write some spiffy ad, copy and drop it in a few Facebook groups. Yeah, but I mean, like, they're not reliable, you know. Those, I don't think those would be reliable subs. I used to do that with every video. I had like 45 different programming things that I would post my videos to. I don't actually know. I don't think it got much engagement. Yeah, I do bouldering. So I lift weights. I used to do bodybuilding, hypertrophy, but when you're a natural lifter, you can get super pumped at the gym, and then as soon as you walk out, you're like a deflated balloon, right? Back to looking natural, because you're not all juiced up. But what's my gym split routine, you ask? Yesterday is chest, today is deadlift, tomorrow is shoulders, Thursday is legs, Friday is upper body. Morning gym crowd is pretty focused. How do I feel about color on a resume? I think it's, if you're, well, maybe more for front end and UI UX, it's probably more important. But if you're gonna do like a back end Python job, I don't think anyone cares. I don't think it'll hurt you. I mean, just don't make it like neon purple. The problem with working out in the morning. I mean, core body temperature is low, but then you just, you know, hop on the treadmill for 5 minutes, warm up, you're good to go. Make a video about Temple OS. I don't even know what Temple OS is. Oh, yeah, no, pass. The difference between someone who uses what they learn from tutorials and people consider spoon feeding. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that question? Vincent, hope your dentist was good. Hope you can still communicate. Good morning, chat lurkers. Sean Finnegar. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Back to the drawing board. Exactly. I prefer bright green, like almost puke green, but neon. Could I interview some small, medium tech startups? I think I would have to convince them to let me. I could maybe interview the tech startup that I worked at, maybe my very first CTO, if he would let me, if they're still in business. I mean, that's a better question. I don't know if they're still in business or not. Brian Bartholomew. Good morning, friends. Welcome aboard. Any tips on finding mentors? You just got to message people, reach out. Chance, hi. Hi. My name is Colson. Hi. You should go back to recovery. Every time I read that. But yeah, goofy. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Would I ever consider contracting some of my contracted work? You mean like outsourcing the contracting work that I do? Sure. What'd you miss? You didn't miss anything. A bubble video. For example, a person can come up with a boilerplate or fundamentals without the tutorial. Would that digested documentation would be spoon-fed? No, not really. Next Gen Ben, what's up, dude? I don't understand the question, really. I guess, like, if you can't come up with boilerplate or fundamentals of the solution, you should go back to the drawing board. You should go back to... Yeah, I mean, I don't think you've learned anything at that point. Definitely bring back the magic tricks. I have to remember more magic tricks. Last time I was doing magic tricks, I was in... oh, Tech Money donated $1. Tech Money, did you even say hello? Not in here, but alright. I'll hit you with that push-up. Thanks, man. One moment, please. Here we go. Cookies versus local storage. I think cookies are for tracking. Local storage is to temporarily store stuff until you refresh the page. A cookie's more like a tracker. Local storage is like you don't have a database, but you want to modify what's on the screen and store it. Imagine having like a local, like a React store or something. Of course, it looks like Windows. It did. I don't know. I didn't get that far. I just read the first line and just hard pass. You can actually get this Chrome extension called Ghostery, and it will show you in the bottom right corner of your screen how many trackers are actually on a website. There's, you know, would I do 100 push-ups if you donate 100 right now? I mean, I do as many as I can. Yeah, that's what I read, Goofy. So, a little bit crazy. Is Bootstrap worth learning? Yeah, you definitely need to learn Bootstrap, 100%. Plans for today. I need to work on what I didn't complete yesterday, so work on some new t-shirt designs probably. Still need to fix my website. Make a video. Yeah, it's for your own security. You're just worried that you get what the solutions are in the tutorial and you can reverse engineer it to understand, but you couldn't do it from scratch. Yeah, so the problem here, you just need practice, dude. You just have to practice. Once you familiarize yourself with some core concepts, easy, dude. Easy. I mean, cookies are there for, like, if you click an affiliate link, just to track you. Like if you click on an Amazon referral link, like on Linus Tech Tips or something. Up and Adam, yep. Chris, heard you got a job, dude. I think you got your dream job if I'm incorrect. Final boss. Let's look. You still don't feel comfortable applying to jobs. You're not going to feel comfortable applying to jobs. You're not going to feel comfortable as a developer, but this is your option. No job, or be employed and make money and move out of your parents' house. So it doesn't matter if you feel comfortable, right? Feelings are not facts. They're just feelings. Love the morning streams. Hey, thanks, man. $100 for 100 push-ups. Are you down? Dude, I'm always down. 100% down. Is that an electric skateboard? Yeah, it sure is. It's the Evolve. $10.4, that's what you're going to do. Definitely learn that. But, you know, also learn yourself some CSS Grid. Put that in the chat. You can go to CSS Grid Garden if you want. That's a good website to learn how to do some modular stuff. Unless you're the tech lead where you make, you know, 40,000. How do you deal with financial instability? I didn't set it up that way. It's like I didn't plan for financial instability, right? So I saved up everything I made for like the past year working at my job. Didn't take a vacation. When I quit, I got my vacation payout. Like I budgeted so that I could handle financial instability. I have a car so that I can ever Lyft or Uber if I need to. Ex-Google employee. Yeah, I'm just gonna start putting that Google logo on everything. But how do I deal with it? I mean, I didn't just quit my job like off the bat, right? I waited like a whole month before I realized that this is doable. Then I thought about it. Is it worth it, right? If I don't work, I don't make money. If my videos don't do good, I don't make money. It's a little bit nerve-wracking when you spend a lot of time on a video and it doesn't do good. And then you spend 5 minutes on a video and it does amazing. It's very strange. Why I left my 6-figure job as a software engineer at Google living in San Francisco. You gotta buzzword it up even more. But yeah, I mean, I budgeted for it. It's not like I just quit. I have some savings. I do my own thing, right? I teach code. I do YouTube. Have the resumes. Other stuff. I mean, it's still a little bit scary, of course. But I live like I'm in college, right? Now you just got to take the leap, right? You got to take the leap. Do I have a Patreon? Oh yeah, I have a Patreon. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in the video though. Yeah, but if you don't take the leap, I remember I would listen to this one motivational video like every day for a week before I had the courage to quit my job. To be like, all right, look, this is what I really enjoy doing: engaging with people, interacting with people, helping people, right, get where they want to go. Help those people get to that next level of income. Help those people out there. Must be cheap rent where you are. I own my own house, and it's not that cheap, right? So I need approximately like $3,400 a month to live. Just to live, right? Food, gas, that's bare minimum. But I need more than that, right? An extra 35% more than $3,300 a month, because taxes. Motivational videos have you risk it all. Yeah, but I mean, I was listening to Steve Harvey's Jump, right? He's like, if you don't ever jump off the cliff, you're never gonna know if the parachute opens, right? And when you first jump, it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna hit some rocks. You're gonna hit some of those cliffs. You're gonna get bumped and bruised. And like I've done this before. Rent a room. I'm not gonna rent a room. Have a girlfriend, 2 dogs. No. I wanna become a cog in the wheel. I would never become a cog in the machine. I'd rather make my own machine or, run that machine, not be the parts inside of it. Back at it again. Yeah, what's up, Zach? Welcome aboard. Have I made iOS apps? No. There's no real reason for me to make iOS apps, and I'm not interested in spending money to market them. That's the main issue, right? It's so saturated. Millions of people making apps every day. Thousands of apps, hundreds of apps. I don't know how many go on the store every day, but they're just very competitive. You need marketing money, and I'm not going to spend my money. Camster, yep. Divine Word, what's up, man? Do I still play video games, though? I was playing some Black Ops 4 last night. And then I played a little bit of one round of Overwatch at like 11 last night. I don't make Android apps either. I don't make mobile phone apps. Stream the game, review the game, walk through the game, sell merch for the game. Well, you can't. You can sell merch for yourself. That's about the game. Get donations. Get sponsorships from the game. 3 programming languages this year. You can't do everything. Thanks for the link, by the way, Bitcoin, for the Patreon. You got a job offer. Should you leave it for college? Your 3rd year. It's the hardest one, so you need to choose the job. What's the job offer, right? You passed all exams with 8+. I'm not sure what that means. Do you mentor at an hourly rate? It's at I don't really do hourly. It'd probably be a little bit more than the monthly. But yeah, I mean, I do. I have a few students. Progressive web apps versus React from my perspective. I don't really know much about either one, right? I've never really made an app with React Native. I make videos more than I make things with code, you know? You change careers and it's been a struggle. Yeah, I mean, it's always a struggle, but I've actually failed. I've failed with opening my own business like 5 times now. Like, I've failed like 5 times already. And now I'm not even fully, you know, self-employed, so to speak. But I don't ever talk about that because they failed. There's no reason in it, right? But you guys don't know about that. Like, this has been like an ongoing thing, an ongoing attempt at trying to do my own thing forever. Got a job working on React Native. Never seen React Native before. Tutorials and chill at work. I mean, that sounds, you know, sounds about right. The games without endings are a trap. You just gotta have some self-control. I mean, I don't mind playing some Overwatch. I actually prefer multiplayer games because I always find a way to like cheese single-player games. You know, like, oh, if I sit in this corner on the Dark Souls boss where he can't hit me, then I can win. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you only need one to succeed. So I told myself I would just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying to do my own thing until it worked, right? And then I tried to do YouTube full-time before, right? If you go back far enough, I have all these videos talking about it. I failed then. I opened my own supplement business before. I failed then. I opened my own dropshipping business. I failed then. I opened my own monthly SaaS box. That failed. I've done plenty of things that failed that no one knows about. So it's not like I just one and done. Like, I've been trying to do this for the past, I don't know, a long time. You have to try to invest in real estate. Yeah, so the problem with that is coming up with $30,000 like 5 times. Could I do a 30-day code challenge where I code something every day? I have to make a video every day, and I have to stream every day, and I have to teach code every day, and then I have to make another code video, code challenge a day. Maybe. I don't know. I don't actually code that much unless I'm coding with students. Otherwise, I'm filming and editing videos most of the time. You'd be surprised at how much editing videos takes. It takes a long time. The job is making desktop apps using C++. You don't know if it's worth it to program C. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a pretty antiquated, you know. Greetings from Atlanta. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome aboard. You could delay the videos. Yeah, but it still takes time, right? I have 2 dogs, I have a girlfriend, I got, you know, code to teach, I gotta go work out. I think it's really difficult. It's really difficult to stay focused every day, all day. That's why, like, when Casey was doing his daily vlogs and every vlog was like really entertaining, or most of the vlogs were really entertaining, it was just like, wow. I want to do C++ for Unreal Engine. I think that'd be really awesome. But I need to make the time. Max, so I have to drop it off. That's the thing, right? So I have to make it. I had to order more materials. I can refund you if you want, but I just have to mail it. That's the thing. The post office is not open yet. Is there such thing as too much grind? You gotta slow down every now and then, but maybe not too much. I don't think so. I think it's just a small consistency. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Twitch streamers, for example. It's just an example. There's probably a lot of Twitch streamers. Let me fix this camera. You know, that streamed for a while, like maybe a year before they even got any traction. I don't know. I don't know how Twitch streamers do it. Like, it's crazy to me that they just live on Twitch streamers just live off of subscriber money because it's not that much money. $2.50 a month. Triceps and chest. Nice, Roberto. Do it up. Program full time. You did a coding bootcamp 1 year ago. You failed countless times. You still want to program, but you need a job. Going to a new company or your old job, or doing a 6-month consulting gig. I don't know. If you do a 6-month or X amount of time gig, I would be looking for a new job the entire time I was at that gig, right? I wouldn't be able to focus on working at that job because I would be thinking, all right, every minute that goes by, that's one less day at the job, one less day to make money. Microservices are a replacement. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, donations are a big part, but you still got to pay like 40% tax. Well, I mean, that's a high end, but probably around 35% tax. So whatever you need to live plus 35% is what you actually have to make. So unless you're like Ninja making $500,000 a year, right? If Ninja's making $500,000 or a month, right? $500,000 a month from Twitch. He's probably paying like 50% tax unless he's expensing stuff, which I don't think he is because all he does is pay Twitch or play Twitch, play games on Twitch. That's still a lot of money, right? Just $250K cash in the bank. Flexing in the thumbnail. It was more like, I don't know what to do, so this is just a thumbnail. And then they have merch, and then they have game sponsors. The same thing, right? You just need to have more income streams, more revenue streams. Failed countless times. Support gig is new company. Consulting gig is slightly higher pay. 20K higher without benefits. Yeah, but you're gonna be running out of a job here in 6 months. I wouldn't be able to focus, right? I wouldn't take a job knowing that I have a mortgage and know that it's contract, and be like, I can't focus on that. Just make a fake company in Ireland. Easy tax evasion. Easiest way to go to jail. Why is tax 50%? I'm 28. The more you make, right? So once you get past like I don't know. I want to say it's like 500K a year range or 1 mil a year range. The max tax rate is going to be coming in, right? And then you have to start paying like 48%, I think is as high as it goes. I don't know. Let me look. Max income tax bracket. 30. Wait, it's 37? But then you got to pay state tax too. Yeah, so if you make over $500,000 a year, you got to pay 37% tax. But I think, if you're self-employed, then you have to pay income or self-employment tax, which is another 15%. So there you go, right there. Good morning, Diego. You're good at JavaScript, Python. You're learning C#, but you don't use it in anything. Python and JavaScript. Maybe learn PHP or Ruby. Then I'd say you're more competitive. C# is literally just for ASP.NET and Unity. C# doesn't really expand on those outside, like as far as web dev goes. C# is pretty limited. State and city tax, yeah, you got to pay that too. But you need a lot more money than you think when you're self-employed. You can't just make what you need to live. You have to make that plus your tax that you have to pay. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So I think I need like $160 a day. Isn't the capital tax only 21%? That's capital gains tax. Make an LLC or an S corp. You can't make an S corp. An S corp is a way that you file taxes. But if you make an LLC, technically you're just a contractor still, but now you have some protection. So you have to take your LLC and file that as an S corp to the IRS. Matter of fact, I have the paperwork right here because I have to file mine as an S corp. There's nothing on it, so you guys can look at it, right? But election by small business corporation to file as an S corp, right here. So otherwise, if you just have an LLC, you end up paying all self-employment taxes. Yeah. If you're self-employed, you can reinvest a lot of your money back into your company plus write-offs. This is what you want to do, right? You want to write off most of what, I mean, at least for the first year, most companies aren't profitable. And so you end up, you write off, you try to spend everything you make, right? You either spend that with business expensing or paying yourself, right? So that's what you do. You don't want to have a 401k. People don't get rich by getting a 401k. Is this the IRS channel or talking about coding? OMG. Dude, we're talking about codong, like you said. Seriously, I mean, if you're a freelancer, make an LLC, file it as an S corp to the IRS, and then, I don't know. I'm always really interested in this stuff, right? Because I'm about making that, I like making that paper, okay? Coding is a great way to make paper. YouTube is a great way to make paper, but you got to know how that all this stuff works, right? If you just want to take a salary and know nothing about business, you know, more power to you. But I'm always like, you can't, if you work more and you have a salary, you don't make more. You just end up working more, right? If I work more, potentially I make more, but it's up to me. So it's good stuff. I don't know. I would recommend everyone at least try to do it. Some people don't like the stress of doing it, right? If you have kids, you need insurance, you need benefits. It's probably not the best route to go. At least it's probably too risky, but I don't have kids. The worst that can happen is that I become homeless, right? Or I just get another job, which I would then probably just do the bare minimum at that job so that I could try to be self-employed again. I will not stop doing what I'm doing until I'm self-employed, like right now. So it's working. So now I have to keep doing what I'm doing to maintain. I don't see myself going back to a job because I would probably be pretty resentful, right? I'd probably be going really, be really difficult to set your own schedule every day, be really motivated, and then suddenly be told what to do by someone every day. That just doesn't work for me. I like, works for some people, not for me. I don't have insurance. No, I don't. I got no insurance, but I don't need insurance, right? I go to the gym 5 days a week. Have like 2 years of contacts. Actually, I have like, I don't know, maybe like 8 months left of contacts, right? I got my vision exam last year, so I'm good to go. But I don't need insurance, right? If I get like sudden serious disease, then I'm probably screwed, but yeah. Hopefully I don't. How do you get your first job as a junior? How should you plan your day? Your learning is plateauing and you feel like giving up. This is a good question, right? Go to AngelList. There's a lot of junior jobs on AngelList. Your wife would never go for it. The women crave security. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm not married. Josh interviewed and told me work part-time for little pay. Yeah. Pretty much. Best way to find out what tech is in demand in your area, go to Glassdoor, search for jobs around your area, then look at the interview questions. They might ask, like, what do you know about PHP? What do you know about XYZ? I would say just go to AngelList and just keep applying, right? If you feel like giving up, why give up, right? As soon as you give up, then you've guaranteed your chances of succeeding are zero as soon as you give up. So if you keep trying, there's still a chance. That's all you need is one job. That's it. You don't need 10 jobs to say yes. You just need one. That is it. So I don't know. As soon as you just give up, you've just guaranteed that you're done. Isn't it illegal not to have insurance in the U.S.? No, not anymore. It was last year, not this year. Last year, I had to pay money for not having insurance because I was unemployed. That was fantastic. But right now, that has been removed. That has been repealed. So this next tax year, you don't have to pay a penalty for not having insurance. But it's not illegal. They can't put you in jail because you can't afford to pay for insurance. You're supposed to sign up for whatever, Obamacare or whatever it is. But it's definitely not legal, right? But I mean, you know, as a single guy, I mean, I have a girlfriend, right? But like, I don't have kids. You don't have a lot of, you know, I don't have a lot to lose. Like, I could maybe mess up my credit even more. That would be like the worst that could happen. Wife and I are leaving the jobs next summer so we can travel the country with the kids, coding and YouTube to pay the bills. Dude, that's the dream. Do I ever go ski or snowboarding? Maybe I'll go this year. Mark it off as a business expense if I make a video, you know? I don't know. I think, yeah, I mean, I've never been skiing or snowboarding. I just haven't wanted to invest the money to do it. How do you code professionally if you can't get hired? You just keep applying until you get hired, fam. No big deal. Can I talk about moving and working in the USA in tech field? In what way? I mean, there's a lot of companies that have relocation packages. They'll gladly help you move. But I mean, Roberto, aren't you supposed to be at the gym doing chest and triceps? Are you between sets right now? Get those reps in, fam. How do you find clients as a freelancer? There's a few different ways. Initially, becoming a freelancer is really tough. You have to go to them. They're not going to come to you. I think you should just build a brand. Have a reputation is what you need, right? You should start off doing stuff for free or cheap for friends or family, whatever they say. But cold calling, don't email. No one's going to respond to your email. Yeah, seriously, probably no one's going to ever respond to a cold calling email type deal. Like, let me make you a website or whatever. Word of mouth is good. So I'd probably start off on Upwork, have a really cheap rate, but have a history of good quality, aka your portfolio. And then, you know, see if those people that you're working with know anyone else that needs work. And then those people know work. And then those people have some work for you. And then you just move on from there. But what I would do if I was a freelancer, like just making apps for people, is I would just, like, I don't know, I would have like a line of people. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to do your project in 6 months right after this one, and this project right after this one, right? Because I think that's kind of a scary way to live. Do I see a future with AWS? I mean, I've never used it. Maybe. What's it for? Serverless? Yeah, I've never used it. I can't answer. You're a junior, found the first job, front end. That's pretty typical. Chances of finding a job with an American company? You have a B1 visa. I don't know what a B1. I know what an H1B visa is. I don't know what B1. What's a B1 visa? Temporary. Oh, yeah. So I'm not sure. 6 months. Yeah, so you need to go to Stack Overflow. You need to search for companies that sponsor. That's what it's called, right? I can show you. Let's do it right now. Jobs. All right, so if we go here, oops. Here, we can see where, hold on. What up? Okay. You go here. You can sort by remote here, or you can perks, right? Visa sponsor right here. This is what you want. If you're outside the U.S., you want to work in the U.S., hit up that Visa sponsor. Maybe not both, but just one or the other. Whole bunch for Germany. Germany's really popular. There's some for the U.S. here. Indonesia, pass. Yeah. If I'm not a freelancer, what do I call myself? Freelancers are people who sell their time for money, making projects for other people. I don't sell my time for money, really. Not for projects, for people. I teach code, but I work at a company, and then I make YouTube videos for myself. So what do I call myself? Entrepreneur would be the word. You don't have to have a startup to be an entrepreneur, despite what everyone thinks now, right? Entrepreneur just means that you figured out a way to make money for yourself. Doesn't mean you have to be a freelancer. Freelancers, you know, they go from client to client, project to project, selling time for money, selling time for money. I try to not sell my time for money, right? I don't want to. That's just me. I don't like to be told where to be, what to do, for how long, and this is how much money you're going to get for it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to make this product and this video and this thing, and I'm going to put them out there and see how well they do, right? And those can sell while you're asleep. Are you still working in that company you left? I am. No one has reached out, and since that last day, they hired a new guy. They hired a guy from India to do my job, which makes me wonder, were they going to do that anyways? So a little bit sketchy there, right? If they just replaced me with a cheaper resource, outsourced out of the United States, they were probably going to do that to me eventually anyways, which makes me realize that I made the correct decision. You know, a little bit, you got to think about that stuff. Oh, I was going to make a video yesterday talking about what to look for when you get your first job offer. There's so many people out there that just want a job offer, but you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You can't just take every job offer. I know it's really difficult when you live with your parents, you want to move out and get your own stuff, get your own life, but you got to be careful. When did I start YouTube? In like 2008. I made PvP videos inconsistently, and you know, but I don't know, maybe since like last year, since I started my job and I kept doing YouTube, because that's the dream. I like making videos. That's the dream, fam. But I can't, like, if I were to quit everything that I'm doing, I couldn't just live off of YouTube ad revenue. Not even close. But eventually, I'd like to get there, right? And I will. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing, keep coming up with new content, new ideas. That's the creative challenge. What do I mean by be careful? Okay, so this is I'll talk about this in a video later today, but I'll tell you right now. You have to be careful with the first job offer you get. Number one, you could be offered to use proprietary software. You could be offered to be, you know, join a team that's using like SharePoint, right? There's not a whole lot of people using SharePoint anymore. You have to be careful in that you got to look at the long term of the company. You might take that job for a year and have to do proprietary software, not be able to have any, not be able to push your code anywhere, not be able to show proof of work, right? Oh, sorry, I can't show you anything I've ever made at this company because it was private, right? That's happened to me a bunch. You have to be careful, like when I say look at the long term, like are they going to outsource stuff? Is stuff going to go overseas? Can they outsource it? Because if they can, they probably will. Unless it's for the U.S. government where they legally can't do that, they'll probably outsource your job eventually. So be careful, right? Unless you're working at a startup that doesn't want to deal with that, maybe. Startups are even worse. You gotta look at the doomsday clock. That's what they called it at the job that I worked. We had an actual subdomain /doomsday, right? www.startupname.com/doomsday, and it would show the burn rate, like how much everything cost per month, and how much money we had until we were going to run out of money or needed more investor money. So if you work at a startup, you got to be careful with that. You got to make sure that the business model is for real. People just invest. It's not difficult to get money anymore. It's not difficult to raise capital, especially if you get a few angel investors. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to take jobs with proprietary software because you're not going to be able to transfer that to another job. This is really, I don't know if Zach's still here, but this is really specific to like mechanical engineering. We had a bunch of proprietary programs that were built by the engineers in-house for me to use, right? And you can't get those programs anywhere else. They belong to the company. You can't buy them anywhere else. So if I put that on my resume, it's not going to mean anything to anyone else. If I go apply to a job, hey, I used this program and this program, they're like, we've never heard of that, right? That doesn't help us. That doesn't help you do your current job that you're going to get if we give you this offer. It's just, you got to be careful with that. Don't just take everything, right? Look at the burn rate of the company if you're at a startup. Look at how many people are coming and going. The turnover rate, that's the word I'm looking for. Are there a lot of Indians where you live? I don't notice, dude. I don't make a notice to race. Not really, I guess. If I think about it, I've never really noticed. Yeah, I mean, I don't really pay attention. The only transferable software are Excel and SolidWorks. I think there's a lot of Indians everywhere. I mean, I don't know. There were at my last company, right? The CTO was from India. The CTO was super smart. The CTO helped me open up my own LLC at work. So that was like the dopest thing ever. He loved to talk about money. He always loved to flex. He's like, I could retire like 10 times and take everyone at this office with me. And I'm like, why are you still working? He's like, I just like to work. I'm like, that must be a nice feeling. Just go to work because you want to. That's where I'm trying to get. And so basically he's not a U.S. citizen because if he accepts U.S. citizenship, he can't buy property and buy land in India. So he'll make money in America, go to India, and then buy land in India, and then sell that land, right? But if you're a U.S. citizen, you can't buy land in India anymore, right? They won't allow it. So his wife is a U.S. citizen, so he gets all the stuff that he wants in America, right? He can't vote or whatever, but he doesn't want to be because he makes that paper. And then he made his own company with a partner, with some American guy, and then he sponsored himself a visa so that he could get a visa, and then he turned that into a permanent visa. Then he got with this other girl and gave her a visa, and she became naturalized to become a citizen. And then, yeah, I don't know. He knew how to work the system, that's for sure. Get Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, and Better. I think that's a book, and I already have that book, actually. Bigger, Leaner, Stronger by Matt Matthews. I think that's his name. Actual name is Matt Matthews. Let me show you. It's a pretty good book. It's actually what I base a lot of my workouts on. Where is it at? Yeah, Michael Matthews. So Beyond, Bigger, Leaner, Stronger. I couldn't even make it through that book. Like, I'm just not strong enough to do the workout that he was suggesting in that book. He's like, if you can't do this weight, please go back. So many loopholes. I mean, you call it loopholes. I call it some guy that wants to live in America and figures out a way to make it happen. And no one gets to the top. No one gets to the top following the rules. He didn't break any laws, but he definitely didn't follow the rules. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger would say that. No one gets to the top by following the rules. Don't break the law, but you don't got to follow the rules. Ever make any fun projects like a smart mirror, home automation stuff? That's the plan. That's why I'm learning Python. But I don't have a Raspberry Pi yet. So maybe I'll get one of those, start making some stuff. That'd be fun. But turn my channel into a Raspberry Pi project channel, maybe for a week or so. I think that'd be pretty fun. You have the hard copy? Yeah. I don't know. I just listened to it. And then I went on his website and I printed off his workouts. How do you transition from regular dev into management? You don't want to do it forever, but more money would be nice. I don't think management necessarily makes more money. I think it just... I think it depends on the company. You can make more money. You want to make more money, get a different job. Buy a Raspberry Pi, are you kidding me? They're 35 bucks. Yeah, maybe. I'm very, very conscious of what I spend my money on. Do I now only do YouTube and help others to code? Yeah, so I teach code and I do YouTube. I have my resumes. That helps support the channel. Patreon, that helps. I'm gonna have to change that 20,000 to 30,000 soon. I mean, not at this rate. I thought I was gonna get 30,000 by last weekend. But if we look at the Social Blade, it just... But, you know, that's what happens, right? Just happens. Let me show you. This is what happens. You can see... You can't really see. This is the subscriber rate, right? 236, 257, 86, 159, 99, and then just 41 on Saturday. It's terrible. Plus 30 so far today. I guess that's pretty good. 84 yesterday. The views just spike and disappear, and then spike and then disappear. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but that's YouTube for you. No one really knows. You'll do a pie stream with me? All right. I'd like to get a 3D printer. Get a 3D printer and start printing some cool stuff. Maybe SolidWorks. Get some use SolidWorks. I haven't used that for a while. Are you streaming on Twitch? I don't stream on Twitch. Do you have any ideas how to grow the channel? I mean, I have lots of ideas of how to grow the channel, but does it work? Does it hit the algorithm? I don't know. That depends. I mean, I have plenty of ideas. Always have ideas, but... Two subscribers yesterday. It was a good day. That's how it goes. Like, if I go back far enough to, like, my day one, I remember I got, like, 0 subscribers for, like, a month, and then I got 1. And then a couple days went by, and I got another one. A couple days went by, nothing. Then another week, nothing. Then another week. Oh, I got 1. That's just how it goes. Especially if you're starting now. 3D printer is $20K a pop. It's not. You can get little tiny cheap ones for like $1,500. Yeah, 3D printer, aluminum, $229 on Amazon. $299 for a flash forge finder, Wi-Fi, USB cable. I don't know how much the material costs though. You can get a 3D pen. I think those things are so silly. Any foreign YouTube channels you admire? Foreign YouTube channels. I don't know. There's probably. I don't recognize them as that. I just watch channels. Let me open up my YouTube subscription here. I don't know. I have a lot of motivational stuff, a lot of business related stuff. There's one called J&M. Dude makes game dev videos. John Olson, he makes vlogs. He's from Sweden, I think. Really good deal on a 3D printer. Okay. Plastic rolls, 20 bucks. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Film Learning. He's from Australia. You have 4 subscribers. Well, I mean, do you make content? Because if you're not making content, what's the point of having subscribers? You have one that's good quality. I think it'd be fun to make little knickknacks. Put them on my desk. Maybe sell those. Get a 3D printer. And then you guys decide what it is, and I'll 3D print it, and then I'll sell them. Boom, done. Idea of the day. Hold. Please hold. No, that's the IRS. I can't write on that one. Thanks for the ideas, fam. You want to make a product, I guess. DIY home automation with Raspberry Pi. The problem is you have to have things that are Bluetooth in your home that you can connect to with the Raspberry Pi, and I don't have that. 3D printer. My home was built in 1941. This room that you see here only has one wall socket. Only one wall socket, which means I have 2 extension cords and a daisy chained extension cord going all the way over there around the edge of my wall, which is why I keep that off. And if I want to use the Xbox, I have to turn this off, right? Because I don't want to light a fire. You know, little 3D printed grind reels. Exactly, right? Make that in SolidWorks. Boom. That'd be cool. I don't know how I would connect with maybe like little tiny spokes. I'd have to think about that. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun little project to do. Show people how to use SolidWorks in the world of software. I don't know if that would, you know. You're trying to figure out how the reply to Josh Fluke got so popular. Just make more videos using my name. That feel when your videos get more views than my videos. Yeah, the Raspberry Pi has Bluetooth, but I don't have anything in my house that's Bluetooth. That's what I'm saying. Like you need to have like your Nest Home security, your Nest Home dimmer, your like Bluetooth lights that you have. Like you have to connect. I don't have any of that. I just regular own stuff. Wait, what? Only one wall socket? Yeah, only one. Only one in this whole room. And I only have one in the other room. Like, it's just really old. There just wasn't a purpose for having that many wall sockets in 1941. Do I want to mess with it? Like, I have one back there. Like, I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see it, but it's right there on the edge. Yeah. But it doesn't have it just has raw wires hanging in it, right? I took it off. I was gonna fix it up. It's got old rusted wires and stuff in there. It actually had a bra hook, like an old bra stuffed in that little wall, and I was like, okay, I don't want to know what happened here. So I just kind of tightly bolted that. You know, I'm not gonna live in this house forever. In a couple months, I'm gonna move out, get an apartment that's nicer, cheaper, rent this house out, make some more passive income. And then save up to buy another house, rent that house, make some more passive income, etc. I'm just here. This is just temporary, right? It's all part of the plan, hopefully. More of a lamp. Rewire a lamp and put the Pi in the base. Yeah, we could do that. Like, my house is so old that when I plug the vacuum cleaner in and I turn the vacuum on, the lights dim. You guys ever seen that? That's what happens. How much will I rent this for? I probably need to refinance my house and then rent it out so I have a lower mortgage payment and I can make more money off the top. I don't know. My mortgage alone is $1,588 a month just to pay for this house. So I would probably rent it for maybe $2,100, $2,200 a month, maybe $2,200. That sounds reasonable. That means you have bad ground wire. Well, I mean, it was 1941, probably. Like, this house was built right as World War II started. It's old. Like, there's actually, people used to put flagpoles in their backyard. So I was digging holes in my backyard because I was going to make this nice garden thing. And then I hit this concrete slab, and there's this huge concrete slab, like this square, and it had like the place for a flagpole to go in it. You're going to spend more in fees and interest. I'm not going to pay any fees or interest. The person who's living here is going to be paying that for me. I'm not on an adjustable rate mortgage. Hell no. I'm on a fixed mortgage, and I'm on a 30-year mortgage, and my interest rate is very terrible. That's why it's so high. Like, ideally, this house should be like $1,100 a month, which is just so bad. But what can you do? That's a long story we can talk about at a different time. Yeah, I mean, it's expensive. But the houses here, if you want to rent like a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom apartment, it's like $2,600. Will the $2,100 include Wi-Fi, electricity, heat? Hell no. You pay your own. You pay your own utilities. I'm not paying that. Like that is. You should check out housing prices in the Salt Lake City Valley, right? I live really close to Salt Lake City. You can get there in no time. Tons of jobs there. I think I could probably get away with charging $2,600 a month for this house. It has a big yard. I got a driveway. I got a basement. I got a what else I got? I got 2 extra bedrooms. With interest paid over 30 years, you could buy another house. With interest paid, you can also take that off of your taxes every year, which helps lower your rate. And when you're self-employed and entrepreneur like me, that interest that you mark off your taxes, off your income every year, it's really nice. So I don't really need that right now. Maybe if I was, making way more money, it wouldn't be a big deal. Are you? No, I'm not. Doesn't every house have a driveway? No, absolutely not. Not here, right? A lot of people park on they just parallel park. Not every house has a driveway here. When you lease homes, the lease to pay for the utilities. Yeah, no, that's not how it works here. That is absolutely not how it works here. I've seen 1,600 square foot houses here renting for $2,800 a month. No utilities. $2,800 a month, no utilities, and people gladly pay that. It's insane, right? I've seen houses that are like $3,300 a month to rent, and people just show up. Like, there's people buying houses that are like $400,000 a year. I'm like, how do you have enough money? Your house broke. Like, all your money just goes to paying your mortgage, and you have no more money, but you have a really nice house that you never get to spend time at because, yeah, so there's a front lawn without a driveway. Yeah, pretty much. You just parallel park. Yeah, the person that I lease to pays the utilities. I just charge a monthly fee to live in my house. And then I can charge even more, right? I have a yard, so if you want to bring your dogs, hey, I'll allow that, right? But I'm taking a risk that they could, potentially destroy my floors or whatever. But I could charge more for that. Yeah, I mean, if they're not paying for it, they're just gonna a crash course for taxes on single member. Yeah, I can't even remotely begin to give you any tax advice without getting sued. So I'm not gonna say anything for that. I mentioned filing for an S corp. I recommend. Yeah, I mean, just go to legal. Like, LegalZoom has good written material. I wouldn't use their service to buy anything, but you can read about an S corp on LegalZoom, and that'll explain it to you. You want an S corp for the distribution you can give yourself, so you don't have to pay double taxation, right? You have to pay income tax on what you pay yourself, and then you have to pay self-employment tax, which is another 15.6%. But and then if you have money left over in your company, you could just give that to yourself, and all you have to pay is income tax. But it has to be reasonable, right? So if you're making $100,000 and you pay yourself $10,000, so you pay income tax on $10,000 plus another 15% on $10,000, and then you distribute the other $90,000 to yourself and pay only income tax, IRS is not going to be happy. But that's the benefit of an S corp. But let's say you pay yourself $50,000, you pay taxes on that, and then you distribute the other $50,000. All right, that's probably fine, right? Reasonable amount. 2,200 square foot, 4-bedroom. Yeah, but that's Dallas. My HQ is not in Delaware, but Delaware is pretty popular because it doesn't charge out of state tax, right? But that's not where mine is. Chris, hi man, how's it going? Welcome aboard. I don't know. I just love talking about business stuff. Maybe you guys are all, well, I know you guys are really interested in code because that's what I talk about, but like, I'm all about that business stuff, behind the scenes, how all that works. I started asking people at work, and they started explaining stuff to me, and yeah, I don't know. I enjoy, well, you have to be passionate about wanting to work for yourself, right, before you want to learn the rest of this stuff. Like, because I know what goes on behind the scenes, because I know how taxes work. If I worked at a company, I would know how screwed over I'm getting. Like, I would wonder, like, if they're paying me $30 an hour, how much am I making the company? If they're paying me $30 an hour, am I making the company $120 an hour? Like, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you're seen as an investment. A lot of engineering jobs can be seen as an investment. Like, if you're like a maintenance job, right, you're not directly providing value, but you're keeping, you know. Is an LTD the same thing? I'm not sure. I'm not actually doing any. I'm not doing any contract work. They said that they were going to do more contract work for me, but that never came through, right? They just stopped talking to me after that. So they were like, I was like, 150. They're like, yeah, okay, sounds good. We'll get back to you. And then they haven't said anything, and I haven't exactly followed up. So, you know, I'm not really interested in selling my time, even if that means I make less money, because time is valuable. You pulled in $4 million last month on the job, but you don't make anywhere near that. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I remember they were paying me $30 an hour, but they were billing clients $70 an hour for me. So just think about that. I know there's taxes on that and payroll and all that stuff, but like more than double they were charging the client what they were paying me. Right? So he's just putting, and he's not doing any of the work, right? So just think about that. Like, why do I only get 30? I want the whole 70. Watching from the UK. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. What is my hourly rate, depending on what you want? I think it's somewhere between 100 to 200. Keith, what's up, man? Oh, I got your email. Last night. I didn't respond. I was falling asleep when I read it. Let me pull it back up. Let me remember. I forgot. You're studying computer security. You want to do more programming? Is leak code any good for learning more? Yeah. You're already doing it, but anyone wanting to be it should read. Just start. I think maybe I think it was more the Millionaire Fastlane, Unscripted, The War of Art. Those things actually, you know. Yeah, they bill the customer $200 an hour. Dude, your CEO is making millions, right? Off of your work. But, you know, he built the company, so that's what you get in America. Whatever, right? Capitalism. You need $1 to a push-up or what? Yeah, that's the donation. Hit me with $1. Tazadar, Zia, Nassim, Hazarika. Hit me with that $1. Start my own web dev company. I'm not super interested in starting my own web dev company. I don't want to manage employees. Not really interested in that. I just want to do my own thing. Like, you have to be careful. Like, this is a trap that a lot of entrepreneurs or business people fall into, right? They end up working for their own company rather than making their company work for them. There's a lot of CEOs that end up becoming slaves to their own company rather than creating the company, giving it the resources it needs, people that it needs, and then just letting it do its thing, right? You hire more people. And then those people hire more people. Can you explain more about the landscape of all the programmers? You're a Java dev, but you can't answer if you're a front-end or back-end developer. What? You're probably... Java devs are back-end. Yeah, you can't freelance as a mechanical engineering in that job at all. If I was at a job for 2 years and only got a $2 raise, I would question I had to question my value, and I'd question whether they respect me. I mean, I got a $10,000 raise in 90 days at my last job. Like, I don't know. You have to know your value. Like, don't just, I don't know. I would get a new job. Time to get a new job. Any tips that help me focus on coding? Sometimes it's hard to get into the zone. I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes it is hard to get into the zone. You don't always, it helps to be focused, but you don't have to be focused to get stuff done. It just really, really helps. Sometimes you can be really distracted, but you can still be productive. Maybe meditate. I actually do a lot of meditation, at least once a day. Do visualization meditation every single day. Visualize where I want to be, house I want to live in. You've been at your job for over a year, no raise yet? Definitely get a different job. I don't know. It's pretty normal to change jobs every year in the software industry. Halfway through Treehouse, full stack. Trying to create simple sites for practice, but the source code looks really complex. I mean, you got to reverse engineer it. It's going to be complex. It's production code. The code that you're learning how to make is very basic beginner code. You're going to be writing code like you see on the practice sites at work. So you might as well learn that. There's no way around. I mean, it's complex because you've never seen it, right? You just have to boil it down, break it down piece by piece, look at what the JavaScript's doing. If you don't understand it, maybe look at the comments in the code. You can do it. Drive focus pills shipped to your door. Yeah. What time did I wake up today? 4:30? No, I hung out with my girlfriend for a little bit today. So it was closer to a little bit before 6. One day you're going to donate over $200 till you can't do any push-ups. I did 150 one day in like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. Wasn't a big deal. My end goal in IT, my goal is not to be in IT. Yeah, if you ask for a raise and you got to bring in all of your, what is a linked list? Copy and paste that into a new tab. How are you guys today, though? Let's talk about the chat. How's the chat doing? Is the Treehouse front end enough to get you a job? I don't know. Probably. You should probably know more, depending on the job. Am I gonna do portfolios every Friday or Saturday? At some point. What if Mr. Beast just decides to drop 10K? I mean, obviously I can't do 10,000 push-ups, so I might do 10, right? 10K for 10 push-ups. It's fine. Suddenly my hourly rate just went up, I guess. My value for push-ups just went up. Appreciate you. Why live in Salt Lake if the price is so high? Well, I lived here because I had a job here. It's also high basically everywhere else if you don't live in the middle of nowhere. What do I think about SQL development? SQL development is more of like a reporting job. I wouldn't get stuck in that, to be honest. Keep up the good info. Any recommend? What? Just playing Spider-Man PS4? Oof. Is it good? Burrito or sub for lunch? What are we having today for lunch? Probably just some tacos. Might make some tacos. That'd be good. But for you, I think you should have a sub. I just totally whooshed, Aubrey. I realized you were asking me. I don't think you should get stuck in a SQL development job. You should definitely expand your skills because SQL development is part of being a developer that can code, right? So you're eliminating like 90% of the skills that you actually need to transfer. Black Ops 4 later, ooh, that sounds fun. Like what I'd like to do is just play video games all day, right? Obviously, but I have to fight those I don't know, once off, right? Gotta have discipline. The key to more freedom is through discipline. That's how it works. You want to be financially free? Discipline, consistency, doing the little things every single day. Most people are like, you have to stop live streaming every day. But when I go look at the charts, the live stream trend is consistently going up. So, yeah. A bowl of pho all the way. 12-week full stack boot camp. Switching careers now. Gabe, I hope it has a guarantee. Please. Please tell me it has a guarantee. Waking up early, making your bed, going to the gym. It's like once you... This is literally what Jocko said yesterday. You know, you tackle that first difficult task, and then, you do the next one and the next one, it gets easier. Key to freedom is discipline. You're addicted to Halo. I don't think Halo was even popular. Like Halo 4 was out when I was in college, and everyone hated Halo 4. Do you not know what pho is? I mean, my girlfriend is half Vietnamese, so I definitely know what that is. Her dad makes homemade pho. That's why I'm not saying, do you know what pho is? Because I know how to pronounce it. Because I didn't know how to pronounce it before, and I was promptly corrected by my Asian girlfriend. You're listing all the things down you want to fit into your schedule. Just be careful, right? If you make a list of things that you want to get done, right? This is what I would do. I would maybe... You gotta visualize it like this. One moment, please. Noodles and bread for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Perfect. That sounds like a healthy diet. Got your protein in your noodles and your protein in your bread. And you got your carbs there. This is your willpower, right? This is how you start the day. Every single day. You have a bar of focus and willpower. And every single task that you do depletes this bar, right? So this is end of day. And this is the start of the day. When you wake up. So be careful. Be careful when you spend your time on things, you know. It's confirmed people in tech have a thing for Asian girls. That's not true. Before I learned how to code, I was dating her. Like I think I've been with her for like almost 4 years or something. So this was before I learned how, like 2 years before I even got into code. She's been through that whole process of me going to the boot camp and me struggling and me trying to question my life choices of what I'm doing. Like, she's still there. She sounds like marriage material. Yeah, no, not happening. Your bar starts at 0 focus. But seriously, that's how it works, right? So if you write a task, you have to realize it's going to deplete some of that bar. What do I know about EPAM? I don't know. I don't know what EPAM is, so I'm going to Google it. Hit up the Google. EPAM systems. Yeah, so I didn't even know what that was. How would I even remotely know what EPAM was? This is a company, an arbitrary company with careers. Software engineering, code with us, work with us, create with us, deliver with us. Can I just be the CEO instead? That sounds like more money. Exactly, MC Master, exactly. Any recommendations on learning HTML, CSS online to be job ready in 10 months with only 3 hours a day? I think Yeah, I mean, any recommendations online in 10 months with 3 hours a day? You can't just say, I'm going to be job ready in 10 months, because that's not necessarily how it works. You could be job ready in 3 months. Depends on what you apply to, how fast you learn. I have no idea how you learn, how fast you learn, or how much you can absorb in a day. What does my girlfriend do? She has a Patreon, and I just take pictures of her feet, and I post the pictures of her feet on Patreon. And she makes like $800 a month. I'm just kidding. She's a phlebotomist, so she takes people's plasma. Should you try out Lambda School? I don't think you can try out Lambda School there. You get like 2 weeks to try it out. But it's not something that you can sign up for and then just, quit. It's an investment. It's an investment in yourself. It's not like you can't just, unless you go and pay 20K up front to try it out. But it's, you're taking people's time at that point. People are investing their time into you, and so you can't just try that out. You're a practical learner. A theory and you learn theory and apply right away. I mean, it still depends on, like, job ready. There's no such thing as job ready, like, that doesn't exist. There's maybe job ready. There's maybe I'll apply for this and see how far I get ready. There's maybe that doesn't exist. I don't think there's like a finish line that says, okay, you're now job ready. It's not how it goes. Maybe I should make a video about focus in willpower using books or visuals like Casey Neistat. He does a lot of that. I think that's why, he keeps it basic, keeps things simple. I wish there was, Richard, but in 10 months, I would say, if you did everything on Team Treehouse or maybe the tech degree, that'd be good. You were job ready in a week with WordPress. You charge $2K for websites. $2K for websites that you can build in a day. Sounds pretty good. Holy crap, still streaming. Holy crap, Craig. Checking in again. Can I recommend a good way to learn JavaScript? Some of the books you read made it confusing. That's why you don't read different books. Stick with one thing. Should you make projects? Yeah, you need to make projects. Kevin, best of luck. Oh, you got like 2 weeks left? Ditched cell phones while studying. Did a whole job and came back. That was a fast job. If you did a job in like, what was that, like 40 minutes? GS Entertainment, though, I would probably recommend something around, just maybe hit up Free Code Camp, right? Like, that forces you to, oh, by the way, Richard, that might help you. Free Code Camp, right? They force you to go through their quiz. Maybe check out the free thing that Lambda has, right? They're like live, right? So you can ask questions to someone to get your questions answered. Like, they're live. It's a free little mini boot camp. So you can ask questions. You can get your questions answered. What happened to the Google interview? I told Google I'm going to need $1 million a year, and they hung up on me. So it didn't go very well. I told them I'm worth $1 million a year. I told them I'm the best investment you'll ever make. 6 foot, bench 240, right? Deadlift 315 right now on the spot. Hire me. I'm worth $1 million. They didn't want to go for it. Do I still code as a freelancer to pay the bills? I teach code. Which book would you recommend? I'm not gonna look here. I have a website full of books, but I can't. It's difficult, man. Try free code camp already. It sounds like you're just having some difficulties and you need to discover some fundamentals. Aubrey, here, enjoy. Congratulations, whatever this means. Enjoy the power trip. Dropped off the kids at a pool a few minutes ago. Job done. Hey, congratulations. Make sure to flush twice, wipe once. Actually, backwards that. Reverse. You're not a designer. See, that's the thing, right? You're assuming that people are just born designers. That's not how it works, Keith. You can learn how to be a designer. I'm not the most visually adept person, right? But you can learn. You can learn color theory. You can learn design theory. They're all... Yeah, go to Tech Life's channel. I forgot. He's giving away the thing. He's giving away books. Go get his books. What's my opinion on Real Tough Candy labeling Brad's free course poison? I don't have an opinion on it. Do I have to have one? I don't have one. Should have applied to SpaceX and asked to be the vice chairman. I should have applied to SpaceX and said, look, let me get in a room with Elon, right? I got the dankest pineapple kush you've ever seen, right? Hydro kush, pineapple flavor, right? You'll never... Elon can't get better than that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not good with computers. They learn how to do it. That's what, oh man, this is the story of my life right here. A little bit of story time, right? I fixed my grandma's computer's like font size once. Like she zoomed in on her browser once and it was too big. And I zoomed it back out and she's like, wow, Josh is really a hacker. What? What? And then all of a sudden, Josh knows how to use computers. Ask Josh. You can't log into your email. Yeah, I don't know. I forgot my password. What can I do? Well, I mean, it hit the forgot password button. You never want to be the family IT guy that, oh, he's good with computers. He can probably do it. That's when you get family members calling you up because they forgot their password. Oh, yeah, Control-C, Control-V. Oof. Craig is a right-click copy-paster. It pains me. It pains me to watch people right-click, copy, and paste. You don't want to be the family IT guy. It's the actual worst. Hi, can you please fix my printer? I know you're good with computers, so you can probably fix this too. You're just smarter than us. Okay. Hi, my phone is broken. Can you fix my screen? Yeah, this is... You cracked your screen. I can't fix a cracked screen. Well, you fixed the browser. You got me my emails. I couldn't find my email. That's because you put them in the trash, Grandma. But I couldn't find... And you found them, so you can fix my broken screen. Why I call you out like that? So you'll stop doing it. Now you have the social peer pressure of not being a right-click copy-paster. Best solution to old people tech. Did you turn it off and back on? That's the worst when you call in about your internet. Well, is the modem on, sir? Are you good with DS? Data structures and algos? Dude, I'm the best at data structures and algorithms. I'm so good, I don't even work with them anymore. Was on side monitor. Easier to use. You don't have to justify yourself, Craig. Can you fix my microwave? And then suddenly you just become the go-to guy, right? And you just don't want to. You just don't ever want to be the family IT guy. Josh Robbins, can you bless us with positive vibes? Positive vibes be upon you. Yep. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to go lift weights. It's 9 o'clock in the morning for me. Gym's probably clearing up a little bit. Now everyone has to be at work, so I'm out. Where do I teach? Open classrooms. But I'm out. I'll shout you guys out. We got Joe Quinn, Kevin Grant, McMaster, Johnny Petey, Devin Udi, Serginio, Zach, thanks for hanging out while at work. Fallen Hoot, Tech Life, as always, thank you, sir. Richard, thanks for hanging out. Wish I had better solutions for you. Ruben, Aki. Oh, I didn't answer your question. My bad. You've been picky about jobs just because of the pay. Is it worth underpaid for internships just because you should accept the job and get experience? Depends. Maybe I would do like internship, but maybe junior. Who else? Aubrey, I think I called you out already. Ashraf, Craig, Keith, Caroline. Who else? We got Weiss, Fresh. Who else? I think that's it, right? I will see you guys tomorrow morning and probably later today in the code video for whatever it is I decide to do for that. So you guys have a good one. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to go I'll fix the gym equipment. All right, guys, I'm out. You guys have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.